Hello and welcome to my career mode. As you can see, I've started as Toro Rosso, and a couple of reasons why I've started as Toro Rosso. Quite like the livery of the car, and also I quite like Danny Kvyat, but we are not his teammate, we are John-Eric Verne's teammate, and let's hope we can get a good result this weekend. It'd be interesting to see what we can do. Anyway, let's get into practice now, and we're on the end of the third lap that we did in practice. As you can see, there's a car eager to get past us, and that is Kevin Magnussen in the McLaren. And as we come to the line, we're going to do a 33.0, and that puts us in P5. A couple of laps later now, and we've dropped down to P20, coming round the last corner. And this looks a better lap. We're going to come to the line now, and we're going to do a 32.1, and that puts us P15 in this practice session. And at the end of practice, we ended up in 16th position. We were 3 places down on our teammate and 9/10 behind him, and quite disappointing, but let's hope we can close the gap to him in qualifying, as we're going to go out on track now for our first flying lap in qualifying. And as you can see, there's a car on the right hand side. Another turn in, it's John-Eric Verne, my teammate, and basically that has ruined my first flying lap. And now on to lap 2. And I was 9/10 up, and this was a much faster lap. It felt cleaner when I was driving this lap, and now we're coming up to the sector 2 split, and we're 1.6 up. But this is where we struggled and lose time as we go into the grass. And we're 2/10 up on Grosjean, but will we be quicker than Grosjean as we get a bit sideways there at the end of this lap? I don't think we will be quicker than Grosjean, but we'll see. So we shift down to gear 2 for the second to last corner. Then last corner, we get a bit sideways again as we open up the DRS, and we're going to come to the line now, and we do a 30.4. And we ended that session in 18th position, and we did try a lap at the end, but he wasn't good enough. We were 6/10 down, I believe, in the second sector, so we weren't going to make a faster lap than that. And hopefully we can get a good start, because it don't look like it's going to be a good race as we're starting in 18th position. We've lowered the aero, and hopefully that might make us a bit quicker. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, why we're that slow. I mean, obviously it's different to time trial, but at the start of career mode you often not have the fully optimal car. As we get underway here at Australia, and we get a poor start, and we get passed by the Marussia Bianchi coming into turn 1, and we try and take it very steadily. I think there was a little bit of contact there with Sutil, and now we're going to try and get past a few cars going into turn 3. And we dive it down the inside. Let's see how many we can take. We're into 9th position. We're side by side with our teammate, but he's going to have the corner going into turn 4. And we're behind our teammate now. And Kevin Magnussen in the McLaren is behind us. This is his debut, and he'll be wanting to try and make a good impression in front of the McLaren staff here at Melbourne. As we're under pressure from Kevin, and we've just got to try and keep him behind. We're not as quick as these guys in as a McLaren and Force India and all them, but let's just try and see what we can do in this race. I mean, John-Eric Verne's been quicker than me all weekend, so he might be able to finish in the points, but the main aim is to try and get a point or two today. But we've got to try and keep these guys behind as long as possible, and we're trying to take it very steadily. First lap, don't want to make any silly errors. And you can see on the mini-map, there's a train of about 11 cars behind us. It's like the Truly train. And Magnussen, I believe that's Magnussen having a look into turn 1. It might be Vettel, because I believe Vettel overtakes him. I'm not sure where he overtook him. As you see there, as I just mentioned, Vettel is in 10th now. And Vettel's going to have a look coming into turn 3, but we covered it up. And now going on to lap 3, and I believe it's Sebastian Vettel that's going to have a look. Going into turn 1, it's a Red Bull. I'm not sure if it was Vettel or Ricciardo. But anyway, we keep them behind, and we're still in 9th position. Lap 4 now, and John-Eric Verne is starting to pull away from us. So we're doing a good job in terms of helping our teammate, but we're under pressure now from the 4th India of Sergio Perez. And he's gonna surely have a look going into turn 1. He's close enough. Will he? It looks like he's going to go to the outside. I don't know why Sergio Perez went to the outside. That was a bit stupid from Sergio Perez. He should have went up the inside. But I'm a bit speechless to think why he went down the outside. Anyway, going on to lap 7. And we're in 8th position. And we've still got a few cars behind us. And as we starting to lose a bit of grip there, as that corner proved, and there's a few cars going into the pits, and Massa is coming out of the pits, and will we beat Massa to turn 1? It looks like he should have turn 1, but we're going to go around the outside of Felipe Massa, and he's got better traction, and we're going to stay behind Felipe Massa now. Lap 8, and we're pitting, and I can't believe that Marcus Ericsson is in 9th position. Well done to him. And as we're going into the box now, we're going to put on a set of option tyres, and hopefully now we can be quicker for this stint of the race. Logically we should be, but it depends how quick these guys are on the prime tyres. And we're going to drop down now to P14. And Grosjean having a look there around the outside, but he backs out of it. And we're going to try and chase down Jensen, but we've just got to keep an eye on Roman Grosjean. He's too far behind to make a move going into turn 3. And we're going to try and chase down Jensen Button, as I just said earlier. I mean, it depends how quick he is. And going on to lap 14, Jensen Button pulled away, and we're now trying to keep behind Roman Grosjean. Going on to this last lap now, and Grosjean's going to have a look. No, he doesn't. And Grosjean's dropped quite far behind, considering it was only one turn. And 13th position. I mean, if you'd have asked me at qualifying, considering the pace that I had, 13th position, I mean, I could have said it was okay. We get onto the curve there and we just hit the barrier, and we could be under pressure with Grosjean in a bit. But as I was saying, I mean, if we do finish 13th, you know, it's okay, but considering we was fighting for points for quite a bit of this race, you know, it's a bit disappointing. But I've got to face it that the AI were way quicker than me today, and hopefully we can put this right in Malaysia. And as I was talking about finishing P13, it might not happen because Roman Grosjean is looking feisty in that Lotus, and he will want to get P13 off us. And let's hope we can keep him behind, but he might have a look going into this turn now. No, not brave enough there from Grosjean. And we just need to keep it together now for these last couple of corners. Grosjean, you can tell he's really trying to, you know, put some pressure on us, but he's not going for the moves when it's possible to. And we're going to now hopefully get P13. Grosjean's closing on us, and we get it just about. What a finish. Roman Grosjean nearly got past us there for 13th position. I mean, it's not really anything to get excited about, P13, but, you know, it's a good ending to that race. You know, well done to John-Eric Verne for finishing 7th. 6 points for the team is also always good, but hopefully we can get into the points in Malaysia. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Malaysia.